So what I'm going to do is that for these products, I'm going to create the API. So where we'll call the API. So for the calling the API, so we need WSClient, which is the dependency. So we need to add that as a dependency. So let me add that. So, so this is the module which we need to import. So when I say this is the module, you can see this is my module which will import WSClient, so which I can use it. So in my controller, so this is the one. So what I'm going to do is that in this controller, we're going to call the API. So the API is dummy API. So let me create another class here. Product service. Which you can follow any naming convention, but I'm just following this thing. So this will call the API. So yeah, so before this thing, I'll just make it as. So I need to inject my to make it. I'll just copy these things. I need to have the implicit execution context as well. So I need to import my we need to import the WSClient as well. So I'm just getting a variable. So you can see, yeah, this import is required. So it will say UI. Yeah, so the problem is that we just need to restart the SBT. So let me create the method products. So once I have this product, so then I'll have the yeah. So I have the URL. So for the I have one URL, so which I'm just copy pasting here, so that it's. So I just created a URL. I'm not created. I'm just copying using the one of the dummy JSON URL. So WSClient, and then okay, then we should get this API URL, and then that we use a method dot get. I'm not sure why. Then we should, once we get the data, then we are going to take the response, and if status is 200, and I'm just going to print it for just now. So I'm just going to print. So let me call this thing in. Okay. So I just call here. So sorry. So we need to pass. In this way, we need to send something. Let me write this action, and then let me set. Okay. Yeah. So perfectly. So we got the API response. So once we have the response, then so we have the response. So I need to map this response to one of the class. So that's the reason I'm going to create. And it will. I'm going to create